Today, we are discussing community colleges and all the opportunities they provide. We are fortunate to have Alex Guirba, who is the Dean of Community Outreach and Enrollment and Student Engagement at City College of San Francisco. He has worked over 10 years at community colleges, both at City College and the College of San Mateo. At City College of San Francisco Office of Outreach Services, Alex has a team that provides comprehensive college readiness services to prospective students, high school and middle school students, K-12 faculty members, staff, administrators from both public and private sectors, and community-based organization. Welcome to the show, Alex. And oh my God, that list is massive of everyone that you support out there. Thank you for everything you do. My God.
Oh, it's our pleasure. So thank you, Anna Maria, for having me on today and for letting me talk about the California Community College system.
Yeah, so just for people, because sometimes there's so many different names, JCs, community colleges. Can you let our listeners know what a community college is and how many are them about nationwide and in our state in California?
Yeah, absolutely. So a community college generally is an institution that's open to all students, and students have the opportunity to complete several educational goals. One of our most popular educational goals for students coming in is transfer to a university, so students can complete their lower division requirements and major preparation at a community college, save money, and get priority or guaranteed admission and transfer to a university. We also have students that love to pursue career and technical education and training. In fact, the community colleges train over 70% of first responders, police officers, firefighters, emergency medical technicians, registered nurses. So we have some great career technical programs as well, ranging from those that I mentioned, as well as culinary arts, automotive technology, construction, you name it. If you can think of it, I'm sure one of the community colleges in the state offers that. So there are students who are looking to pursue certifications. Some are lifelong learners, and along the way, some will pursue degrees or certificates. But there are over 1,400 community colleges nationwide. In California, we now have 115 community colleges. We just added a 115th community college this year. It's a completely online community college.
So the community college community not only has been innovative with this new online community college, but there seems to be an opportunity for everyone, whether it's for vocation or for advancing their education. So seems to be a little bit of everything out there. So since it's so comprehensive, how accessible are community colleges to the community?
Yeah, they're extremely accessible. And I did forget to mention some of the some of the community colleges are now offering bachelor degree programs actually in fields that they don't have them in at CSU's, California State Universities, or UC's, University of California campuses. But to answer your question about accessibility, community colleges really are the most accessible segment of higher education because we don't turn students away. So we really accept the top 100% of every graduating high school class, and we'll take students at every point in their life. So we do. I think someone here at City College had shared that we have students that are around 14 years old, and we also have students who are in their 90s as well, and everything in between. So that's really the beauty of community college, is that it is about as diverse as it can get in higher education as far as age and life experience. But as long as a student is 18 or older, we will accept them. If they're under 18, if they have a high school diploma or equivalent, or if they're doing dual enrollment or concurrent enrollment, they can enroll. So the community part of community college really does ring true.
Yeah, it sounds so inclusive. And you mentioned about dual enrollment and concurrent enrollment. Could you explain what that is, and so that our high schoolers or their parents can understand how they could gain access to this opportunity before they graduate from high school?
Yes, absolutely. So this is a fantastic concurrent enrollment or dual enrollment are great opportunities for students while in high school to earn college credit while they're in high school at a local community college. And the best part about it is that there are no enrollment fees associated with that for high school students. So normally it's $46 per unit for students to take classes at a community college. Those fees are waived completely for concurrent enrollment and dual enrollment students. Depending on the high school, students may be able to get credit towards graduation and also earn transfer credit or associate degree credit at the community college. There are a number of initiatives that are coming down the pipeline with high school students. So we're seeing a lot more programs specifically for high school students, and sometimes classes are even embedded at high schools during the day, where community college instructors are actually teaching at some high school sites. So I think that's really exciting and really expanding as well, but a real great opportunity for students to earn units or work towards a major or pathway while they're in high school.
So it's free for these kids, and
Yes.
then they could get ahead in college, or if they're at a certain high school, they could get a dual enrollment, and some of the high schools even have the professors teaching at the class.
Yeah.
That sounds like an amazing opportunity. And that's at all the community colleges?
Yes, it's all community colleges. Different community colleges may have different local rules, but for the most part, now I think we're seeing more community colleges open to taking high school students of all age groups from 9 through 12. In the past, we saw that some might have really focused on juniors and seniors taking classes, but as long as students are mature enough and ready, they can certainly take advantage of that. The other thing that some students may do is also take advantage of maybe credit recovery or remediate too. So maybe they didn't do as well in their high school class. There's certainly that opportunity too. So there's one side of looking at it where it can really be attractive to universities and colleges because the student is going above and beyond by pursuing community college coursework, which is equivalent to lower division undergraduate coursework. But there's also situations where sometimes maybe life happens to a student and they need to make up some credits or units. We're able to support that as well.
And that's really important to know and there's so many different options. So if one community college in one county doesn't offer a class, you go to another community college. And then if you're busy, let's say you decide to recover that grade over the summer, I mean, you have a busy schedule, that student has an option to, because some of the community college offer those classes online. But just like you say, you have to be responsible, you have to be disciplined, because don't you treat those students like adult college students?
Yes, absolutely. So in most cases, the instructor doesn't know that the students are high school students, especially in concurrent enrollment cases. And, the other thing is that whatever the student takes will be on their permanent college transcript as well. So that's kind of the disclaimer. But for the most part, high school students tend to do pretty well by taking these college classes.
Yeah, and it's been a great opportunity. I've been fortunate for some students. Like I had some students who are not great test takers, and they just wanted this opportunity. And they, at the end of their high school career, they finish a semester or a year of of college credit that we're able to transfer into like either a UC or CSU, and it helped them get such a big leg up. But it's not for everybody, but there is a lot of different opportunities, right? Because some classes I've had students take like American Sign Language, ethnic studies, film studies. Is there any classes you want to highlight? Because I don't think high school students especially understand the variety of different classes that are out there at the community colleges.
Yeah, there are a lot. So I can't really recommend specific ones just because it's really up to the student as far as what they're eligible for, what they're interested in, what their major may be. But pretty much everything is open to students. I know at City College we do have a restriction on physical education classes, but that's just a local requirement. But for the most part, and students who are eligible either through previous coursework they've taken, or if they do want to do an assessment test if necessary, or if they choose to, they can take things like physics or chemistry or photography or American Sign Language, chemistry. These are all extremely popular classes amongst our high school students. But I guess if I was to recommend a course, I might recommend like a college success class for high school students as well, just because I feel like those courses can really set a good foundation for students as they go to college, whether they're going to community college after they finish high school, or if they're going to a university after. I feel like the college success classes are really helpful in helping with time management and study skills and understanding major and career pathways. And a lot of times in education, at least in my education, I was never really taught how to be a student, and how to master good study habits and time management, and understanding my personality type and things like that. And when I was an instructor and counselor, I often taught those classes for students who maybe didn't do so well. And the feedback that I had gotten from a lot of students is, wow, I really wish I had taken this class at the beginning of my college career, and then I might not have been in this particular situation. But they're great classes. They transfer to all CSUs, Cal State universities, and so oftentimes our classes in the community college for these college success courses are also UC transferable. So if a student can find time, that's a great concurrent enrollment class, just so that students don't really feel the kind of culture shock that they get as they transition to college. But I think any class where they can just get that college experience and be in a classroom with adults or even other high school students and experience it really will make the transition from high school to college a lot easier and not as shocking.
No, and that college success class is a great recommendation. I never met anyone who regretted taking it, whether when I taught it at Skyline College or for all my high school students. And it's always nice that it's also transferable. So that's a nice plus as well, too. So since there's so many opportunities like certificate programs, associate degrees, it sounds that as there's so many opportunities, it can also be kind of complicated if a student decides to go and transfer from a community college into a four-year institution. So can you let our students know like how they can figure that out, in that maze called the college process?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there are a lot of great tools out there for students to utilize. So depending on where they want to go, and students have a lot of different options for transfer. Of course, there's some more traditional routes like going to a Cal State University or a UC, but several community college students in California actually do transfer to private universities. They go to out-of-state schools. I've even heard of students going to school internationally as an option. So what's really important, I think, is to meet regularly with an academic counselor throughout one's time in community college to really plan through the process. But some useful tools that have been useful for many years, assist.org is a great tool for helping students kind of navigate the general education, but also enables them to look at specific major preparation from a California community college to a University of California or a Cal State University system.